me get in Anand Ranganathan before I get in Harshvardhan Tripathi. Anand Ranganathan, is the fight now only about whether or not the Delhi Sarkar can function out of Tihar jail? Cell number 2?
नाविका, गुड इवनिंग एंड गुड इवनिंग टू माय फेलो पैनलिस्ट. बीजेपी का स्लोगन है अब की बार 400 पार, कांग्रेस का स्लोगन है अब की बार 40 पार, आपका स्लोगन है अब की बार तिहाड़ सरकार. बट इट विल बी मच इजियर टू रन द गवर्नमेंट फ्रॉम देयर, क्योंकि आधा कैबिनेट तो तिहाड़ में है. नो, बट नाविका, देयर इज गुड न्यूज एंड बैड न्यूज. फर्स्ट द बैड न्यूज फर्स्ट. you have a lot to learn, Navika. I have to say this, and I'm not being squeamish about this. आप कुछ सीखो. Yeah, that look of vulnerability, embarrassment, not being able to meet the eyes. You can never be the chief minister, Navika. You can never be the chief minister. And on this note, I want to welcome our next chief minister, Mrs. Kejriwal, because she deserves it. If Arvind Kejriwal deserved to be the chief minister, then Mrs. Kejriwal certainly does. And you need to learn a lot how to behave yourself to become the next chief minister.
मुझे नहीं बनना है. Just putting it on record. मुझे नहीं बनना है. Thank you very much. Carry on.
फ्यूचर किसने देखा है, नाविका?
बधाई हो
ना, मुझे नहीं बनना है. मैं जहां हूं वहीं ठीक हूं. टेबल के इस पार,
मिनिस्टर आप ही बनिएगा.
टेबल के इस पार,
एक्साइज मिनिस्टर इज आनंद भाई.
जमुना के उस पार जो हो रहा है वहां मुझे जाना नहीं.
No, but Navika, to be serious, I want to ask 4 questions to Abbas bhai. He is given a very reasoned rebuttal. And these are very simple questions that the AAP has been raising for the last 4 months. Number one, they've been saying that all this vendetta against Kejriwal has been the doing of BJP. Abbas bhai, number one, is it not a fact that every step of the way, the courts have not just kept an eye, they have kept an eagle eye. So yes, while you are right, and I, much before you, years before you said that BJP is using the ED Enforcement Director and all other agencies at its beck and call, like the Congress was. Absolutely. It still is caged parrot, except that the shoulder has changed. The fact of the matter is that out here, even though the BJP might be using the ED selectively, yes, I agree with that. But over and above that, it is the courts who are sending Kejriwal and all other ministers to jail and denying them. Number two, when you say that it is being unfair that people, AAP ministers have been put in jail, I want to ask you, has the matter of bail application not gone to the highest of courts, and have the Supreme Court, High Courts and all the other courts not denied bail to Sisodia, to Jain, to all the other people, to Sanjay, and now to Kejriwal? So when you attack the BJP, in effect what you're doing is you are trying to, but you don't have the words to attack the judiciary. If you want to attack the judiciary, say so. Number 3, and this is most important, Navika, just 30 seconds. For Abbas and others to say that draconian provisions of ED are being used to actually sequester and imprison Kejriwal, I want to say this unequivocally, that each and every so-called draconian provision of the ED that is being used has been vetted, stamped and approved by the Supreme Court, 3-judge bench 2 years ago. So the admission of guilt
and the law, and you forget, and the law was passed by the Congress government in the past. The PMLA law.
There's no denying that. Navika, that is why. No, Abbas bhai, please just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. That is why, Navika, I purposely stayed away from political parties and politicians and parliament. I specifically, all the 3 examples I have taken concern the judiciary. That is why, because they can blame the parties. But I want Abbas bhai to now clearly blame, if he dares, the judiciary. Blame it.
Abbas bhai.
My friend Anand has asked me this question. 20 seconds, I'll answer you. Anand, my friend, this is the reason why you're a very fair, honest scientist, author, and a panelist, my friend, because you called out the BJP and you called out the Congress too. You've said that both these parties have used CBI according to their will and wish. Now let me come to the point. I'm glad you mentioned that. You also said it's the courts who decide. CBI ED might be a government agency. Sir, my dear friend Anand, if the courts who have decided, then sir, I roll it back to you. Please show me the conviction order of the Delhi High Court or the Supreme High Court. BJP calls Arvind Kejriwal a criminal. Why is he a criminal? Where is the conviction order from the high courts? It's absolutely unfair.
My friend, he did not talk about. He did not talk. He's saying that all these matters for bail have gone up, and for the last 1 year, neither has Sisodia got any bail. For the last 7 months, nor has Sanjay Singh got any bail, nor has Satyendra Jain got bail. But let me get in Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, when the Congress makes the law is the best thing that could have happened to the country. When the BJP implements it, uses it, oh God, it's draconian and BJP is a dictator. When the Congress party was being abused by Kejriwal, when Sheila Dikshit, a 3-time chief minister, was being abused by Kejriwal, कि उनके तो बाथरूम में भी एसी लगे हैं, पता नहीं कैसे रहती हैं, और जिस देश में 40 करोड़ जनता जो है वो गरीबी रेखा से नीचे, ये लोग एसी कैसे लगाते हैं. And Sheesh Mahal is out there for you to see. And today you're sitting, breaking bread with Arvind Kejriwal, defending him on Sheila Dikshit ji's anniversary. I want to ask you, how many times has hypocrisy died deaths, and how many times will you make it die again? Unmute yourself.
Navika, the biggest hypocrisy that we are seeing is actually coming from the Bharatiya Janata Party. And I will answer your question on the law brought by the UPA since amended by the BJP. Here is a party which stands exposed before 140 crore people of the country, no matter how hard they try. The ED as an extortion racket, India's political governance reduced to an underworld mafia operation, Hafta Vasuli operation, and India is today looking to the world as a banana republic thanks to Mr. Modi and his government. And on the AAP issue, only one comment from my side, Navika, before I answer your question on the law. The same Sarath Reddy, who happened to be the kingpin of the Delhi liquor scam, the ED gives him a bail, no objection. The guy becomes an approver. He accuses Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. So be it, investigate it. But the BJP takes 55 crore rupees from this guy. I mean, there cannot be a more blatant exhibition or a brazen manifestation of the mafia rule under Modi. I can tell you right now, Navika, and I'm saying so less as a political guy, more as a citizen of this country, India is appalled and aghast no matter what Modi and Bhatia and the other cheerleaders of the right wing try and propagate. It's out in the open. You know, in the case of the UPA, I remember because I used to defend the UPA in 2014, we were battling notional losses that never happened. A 2G that was thrown out.